This is Nightline. Tonight, the star-studded cast of The Odyssey, Anne Hathaway, Matt Damon, Lupita Nyong'o, and more, opening up about the epic blockbuster already breaking IMAX records.
I couldn't have done this at the beginning of my career.
Hit-making director Christopher Nolan, with films like The Dark Knight.
Why so serious?
And Oppenheimer.
I don't know if we can be trusted with such a weapon.
Now recreating ancient Greece with a massive budget.
We're not just shooting on a green screen stage, we're climbing up a mountain and we're, having a real Palace of Ithaca there, or we're out on a boat.
Pushing the stars to their limit.
You've done franchises as action heroes, but yet, is this the fittest you've ever been for a role?
And date my friend, what's old is new again.
The apps sometimes are just, for me, it's just too impersonal.
Some people trading dating apps for PowerPoint presentations.
Why a PowerPoint? There's something that's quirky about PowerPoints.
And pairing up to pitch their bestie to a group of strangers.
Why, Sean? I ask you, why not?
Did anyone find love? From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Good evening, thank you for joining us. Tonight we begin with an epic journey on this eve of the long-awaited opening of The Odyssey, the film based on the ancient Greek tale. My Nightline co-anchor Juju Chang got the unique opportunity to sit down with the star-studded cast of this film that, by all accounts, is pretty epic in its own right. The first to be shot entirely on 70mm IMAX in 6 countries with a $250 million budget. The stars themselves telling Juju they've never experienced anything like it.
The Odyssey is
visceral. It's an incredible journey.
It's a very dense and rich story.
Gigantic.
I'd say epic.
Cinematic history.
For a phrase, I say grand and granular at the same time.
The Odyssey is everything.
Bringing it all.
everything about the Odyssey is gargantuan, an epic production for an epic tale.
Let's go home.
With a master filmmaker and his incomparable cast, all seemingly at the height of their careers. You've been quoted as saying that you feel like your whole life has led up to this role. What did you mean by that?
I feel like what it took physically and emotionally, I couldn't have done this at the beginning of my career, and Chris couldn't have made it at the beginning of his career. I think all of the work that preceded it really was necessary.
With 8 Oscar nominations, including 2 wins for Oppenheimer.
In exactly 1 hour, 58 minutes, we'll know.
Director Christopher Nolan is taking on the colossal chronicle. Based on Homer's nearly 3,000-year-old poem, the adventure follows Oscar winner Matt Damon as the Greek king Odysseus, trying to make his way home after battle, while his wife and son fight to keep their enemies at bay.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods.
You've also been quoted, this movie would be unthinkable without Matt Damon.
I knew it was going to be grueling, and it was. Unthinkable without him, in the sense of you need a partner who will lead from the front, who's really taking on these challenges, embracing them and enjoying them.
I've never seen anyone work more physically hard.
And happy about it.
And just never a word of complaint. But he loved it. You could tell.
He loved it. Being seasick. He loves being stranded in the ocean. He loves being in Iceland. He loves it.
I felt like I can't believe like I got a chance to do this. I mean, this way of making films isn't normal. You know, thousands of extras and people on fire and buildings coming down. And what an opportunity.
I have to say something nice about you. I'm so sorry.
Please stop.
But everything that Matt just described doesn't work unless you have a phenomenal #1 on the call sheet. And I came away from this experience with a lot of revelations, and one of them was you were one of the best #1s I think that has ever been.
Oscar winner Anne Hathaway plays Queen Penelope.
Hello.
Beloved for her other summer blockbuster, The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Sorry, who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea.
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
The film's $250 million scope and scale, something his cast says only Christopher Nolan can pull off with charm.
He has a vision, and he's full of integrity, and I think
He demands that from the people he works with.
Yet another Oscar winner, Lupita Nyong'o, plays Helen of Troy, married to a bitter veteran of the Trojan War, played by John Bernthal.
I think it starts with Chris. I think I saw that in him every day. You know, that everybody looks to him, and he is such a wonderful leader. You can tell how happy he is to be doing the very thing that he's put on this earth to do.
40 years in this industry, this is the movie I'm the most proud of in my life.
There's no words really for the honor of being in it.
Tell me what you remember.
Home. I think there are a lot of themes in this that are attributable to Homer that are timeless. And I think that's why the story's still with us, why it's lasted for 3,000 years.
What was it like to try to take the text and turn it into this relatable human story?
I wanted to tell a very earthy, very grounded version of this story. That contrast, that combination of taking the very grand and then trying to approach it from a very human point of view, trying to have the audience be there on the ship. What would it be like to be on Odysseus' ship for those years?
Nolan, known as an actor's director, took his cast across 6 different countries, 6 months in extreme weather conditions, on a grueling ocean, battered by waves.
So we're not just shooting on a green screen stage, we're climbing up a mountain and we're having a real Palace of Ithaca there and real elements there, or we're out on a boat. I think it lets them approach their craft in a different way.
Damon is entering his 4th decade acting, a franchise player for the spy series Jason Bourne.
You've done franchises as action heroes and Jason Bourne, but yet, is this the fittest you've ever been for a role?
Oh, by far.
I wanted it, yes.
Yeah, by far.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
At 55, I love that.
There were some days where he had me sprint quite a bit in the armor, and I don't think he has an appreciation of sprinting. If you're up at like 100 meters in a sprint and you hit 12, you're just like,
Yeah.
You want your mommy.
What was the hardest, most grueling part of it for you?
It was all challenging in its own way.
Patel plays Odysseus's right-hand man.
There was a night where we were shooting in Iceland. There's a weird twilight that we were trying to get.
That's the Hades scene.
That's the Hades section. And I turned to Matt. It was sideways rain. We're like eating our lunch. And I was like, Matt, is this the hardest location you've ever worked at? Because it was just, what Chris tries to capture in his movies is raw, it's visceral. He wants to immerse you in it. That's why we shoot on IMAX,
2, 1, action.
As a teenager, Nolan fell in love with the massive film format IMAX.
It's so enveloping. It's such a clear, real image. It's taking you to a place, it's putting you right there. And my thoughts like, well, why not make Hollywood films that way? As so with The Dark Knight, I was able to convince IMAX to give me their cameras and let me try and shoot the action sequences, starting with the introduction of Heath Ledger's Joker, that bank heist scene.
What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
That was the first thing that was ever shot using IMAX cameras that was part of a dramatic Hollywood feature.
Now, Nolan is making cinematic history, the Odyssey becoming the first feature film ever fully shot with IMAX cameras.
If there's one thing they're gonna do, it's innovate and find new ways to create and do things that quite literally have never been done before.
Zendaya plays the goddess Athena, while her real-life husband, Tom Holland, plays Odysseus' son, Telemachus.
I could take this room.
IMAX made a blimping system whereby you could put the camera in this very elaborate high-tech box, essentially, that would muffle the sound.
The biggest difference was that it has to reload every 2.5 minutes because the motor pulls the film through so fast. Sometimes you have to stop in the middle of a scene, allow time to reload, go back into it.
Does it up the pressure because it's like, don't screw this take?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Every take is very expensive.
Just walking onto the set and seeing the size, seeing the scope, seeing the level of detail and artistry. You see all this, and it's running into my friend Matt Damon and seeing he's wide-eyed, saying, have you ever seen anything like this? This sort of childlike wonder.
No one could stand between my men.
Did you really have to grow your beard for a year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he wanted that level of realism.
Yeah, and also because trying to hand-lay a beard in that situation, you know, getting dunked in the water, it would have been, it would have slowed us down. So it's always, the practical solution is the best.
That hyper-realism extends beyond the character's on-screen appearance into their inner motivations, now meticulously re-examined.
What did you learn about Queen Penelope? What did you infuse in her?
Oh, that's a great question. With playing Penelope, like, she's famed for her modesty, she's famed for her patience, and I thought, well, what if that's just the mask? What if she's clever enough to know that that's what the world wants to see, and she has this whole inner universe inside of her?
Tomorrow on Nightline, how Hathaway and all the women of the Odyssey brought their steely characters to life, like never before.
You gotta hear what Anne Hathaway has to say about that tomorrow on Nightline. Our thanks to Juju. The Odyssey hits theaters Friday. And now a look ahead at tomorrow's show. Teen takeovers, young people using social media to gather in huge numbers, sometimes wreaking havoc, how cities are responding. And when we come back,
we have John and Sean!
Pitch and pair dating, where your wingman goes wide.
Why, Sean? I ask you, why not? Okay?
Welcome back. Though dating apps are everywhere and it seems like everyone's on them, some singles say there's no substitute for the face-to-face of it all. Here's Nightline's Ashin Singh with another look at the new modern take that puts your wingman in the spotlight as he or she pitches you to the crowd.
Love is an inexact science. The sound of a balloon popping on Pop the Balloon Live is unmistakable rejection.
That's a deal breaker for you?
Deal breaker for me, babe. I'm so sorry.
And it's better luck next time for guys and girls who leave Love Island single.
Unfortunately, you have been dumped from the island.
Dating apps are still very popular. 3 in 10 U.S. adults say they've used a dating site or app. But some say meeting matches at an in-person singles event is an alluring alternative.
If you're not at Crush Club, where are you at?
I was looking for something where I can go with my friend instead of going by myself to some type of in-person event, and there wasn't really anything like that.
In the rough and tumble dating scene, Pitch and Pair is the new singles event that centers around a pair of friends. One makes a sales pitch to a room full of potential admirers about why they should date their friend.
She is probably the smartest person I've ever met in my entire life.
After all the presentations, the audience gets to mingle and meet the people who were pitched. Joe Teblum, a 33-year-old marketing professional, created Pitch and Pair.
The first one was definitely a maybe we should try something else. It was basically my friends pitching me at a bar to a few people.
You got pitched?
I got pitched.
Okay, how'd that go?
Well, there was nobody really at the bar. So that was kind of the start of it, and now we're selling out top NYC venues. It's really like a wingman show, where it's like your friends are there to help you find a date.
The apps sometimes are just, for me, it's just too impersonal.
Sham Subramanian says dating in the Big Apple can be discouraging.
Most of the time when you're talking to people in New York who are like chasing something.
Sure.
So the dating is sort of like, you know, a sidebar, like sort of like on the back burner. So everybody's just caught up doing their own thing.
And that's yourself included, right?
Yeah, of course.
You're focused on your comedy career.
Of course.
So the 35-year-old decided to take a chance on a Pitch and Pair event.
Are you excited for tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
He's enlisted his best friend, John Tilson, as his wingman. Both are comedians in the city, and the two have a podcast together.
It literally popped up on his Instagram, and he's like, look at this. Because all I could I'm a big Seinfeld fan, so all I could think about was that scene when Kramer is getting auctioned off. I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
I know him too well.
Now, John has to make a PowerPoint detailing Sham's best traits.
Thus far, I've got the lovable, laughable, and eminently entertaining individual.
There's something that's quirky about PowerPoints that amplifies everything that someone does in a pitch.
And Sham has not seen any of this yet, so I plan to show him this tonight.
I think there's a 75% chance I'll meet the woman of my dreams at Pitch and Pair.
Oh, wow.
We have John and Sean!
With 200 people in the audience, John and Sham take the stage. Their one-liners get tons of applause.
Why, Sham? I ask you, why not? You're the meat. Give him a little spin.
After that is a Q&A.
Does anyone have a question for Sean? Yes.
How old are you?
That's none of your business.
After 15 presentations, the room empties out. People head to the bar, where anyone who wants to know more about someone who was pitched can talk to them one-on-one.
Getting lines of people to try to talk to somebody just doesn't happen in the real world.
John has found success at Pitch and Pair.
Yeah.
He recognized Candace from the comedy scene in Boston and asked her out.
She actually moved to New York a couple months before I did, and we've sort of reconnected. It's been cool. The After Bar. How do you like the place? She said it's fabulous.
You're actually helping people find, in some cases, love.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
The fact that it turned into actual people like getting into relationships and meeting people, like that's just a whole nother level of like satisfaction.
Our thanks to Ashen. When we come back, the Kardashian Jenners mourning their matriarch. We turn now to mark a notable passing. The Kardashian Jenners clan saying goodbye to their beloved MJ. Kris Jenner mourning the loss of her mother, Mary Jo Shannon, known to her family and Kardashian fans as MJ. Jenner saying today on Instagram, she and her family said goodbye to my beautiful mommy, paying tribute to the woman she called the heart of our family. Over the years, MJ made many appearances on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and the Kardashians.
But I like that. I think that's better, more trampy.
Even playing with the clan on ABC's Celebrity Family Feud.
Mother, Mary Jo, who we call MJ.
Mary Jo Shannon was 91. And that's Nightline for this evening. Watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.